All right, guys. Thank you for watching or listening to another episode of the Gamer Insanity Show here over on YouTube, Google Play, Spotify, or iTunes, or Apple Podcasts, whatever the hell you want to call it these days. But really, I just wanted to go ahead and talk to you guys for just a second and bring up a nice little topic that it may be unpopular. It may not be a huge surprise to a lot of people. And I've mentioned this time and time again over the past couple of days, ever since the devs did a nice little discussion about the future of the Division 2 during State of the Game. I feel that I I haven't really made like content necessarily regarding the Division 2 about news and things like that. I've strictly just been streaming and trying to work out things going on in my life with my new job and you know building the new house and doing all those crazy things right now. It's been interesting trying to balance life and content creation and everything, and I feel that this is a topic that I really needed to go ahead and try and touch on with you guys because I know a lot of you miss me making the usual like state of the game roundups and all those different things, and I just don't have the time for it anymore, which is why I'm trying to go this whole new podcast route so I can maybe talk about two or three different topics a week and continue doing my late night live streams because that's just what I love to do. But now let's just go ahead and jump into this because I don't want to waste any more of your time. And this is some stuff that I actually really wanted to go ahead and talk about because this is something that I've been interested in, and a lot of people in my community have been very interested in it as well. And we it looks like we finally got a little bit of an answer slash a small discussion on where things are going with the future of the Division franchise. And let's just pull the big information straight out at the beginning. Um, from what it sounds like, and according to the developers, straight out of their mouth, you could actually go and find this over on the Twitch VOD. I could probably put a link in that in the description below if you want to go ahead and see it yourself when they were talking about all this. But it looks like the Division 2 has absolutely no current plans to be pushed and ported on over to Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 and the next generation hardware, which I'm thankful for. And I'm not going to go ahead and try and push the idea of, oh, you play on PC now, that's all you care about. No, that's not the case at all. I am very, very interested in next generation hardware. I want a PlayStation 5. I'm not too big into Xbox Series X only because I can play everything on my PC for that. So I'm not freaking out over it. But will I get one? More than likely. Whenever there's a sale or a nice custom one or a bundle, I'm sure I'll get one. That's just me. That's what I do. I like having consoles, and if they are going to give me the ability to have full crossplay in a lot of the games that I enjoy playing with my friends, then yeah, I'm going to get it so I can have another way to play it. But that's another discussion for another day. Now, the Division 2 not coming to next gen hardware makes me believe one very specific thing. The people over at Massive are very, very deep into the development of their new Avatar game, which has been in development for quite some time. We've known that. Hell, I think we knew about Avatar even before we knew about the Division 2, which, when you think about it, is pretty freaking insane to know that their development team has been split in such a way. And I think them announcing that there's no plans to bring the Division 2 forward into the future beyond the new season pass model and manhunt system that they currently have in the game now, and developing for the current player base, this is a time to go ahead and slice off even more of that development team to go ahead and start creating and pushing the franchise forward with next generation hardware and pushing for the Division 3 because we still have a story to tell. Where is the president? What's Fei Lao up to? Yep, spoiler everyone who hasn't finished Warlords of New York, right? Fei Lao is a bad person now, so just deal with that for just a second. But when you sit there and you think that we have an opportunity here to go ahead and tell a whole nother story with another iconic character, one who's been on our side and now has gone completely bad, the president, which is just a complete dick in the game to begin with anyway, and now we have an opportunity to go ahead and play the Division 3 the way that everyone hoped the Division 2 would have turned out to be. One, we could have full crossplay compatibility between PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. Sure, this would only be an option on next generation hardware, and if the game did decide to come out on Xbox One and PS4, which I swear I hope it does not, that would be a terrible idea. And again, this is all theoretical stuff. This is not information. This is not ETF stuff. This is just me talking out loud based on the information that was given during State of the Game. When they say there's no push Division 2 in next gen hardware, that just makes me think, okay, We're pushing forward with the franchise. We're getting Division 3. We're going to get that version that we've always wanted with cross-play compatibility with all the platforms, getting what they want, getting to play with your friends, cross-save included, and just having a wonderful, unique PvP experience like we had in the first game, while having quests, exotic quests, and time-gated stuff, and unique gear sets and brand sets and raids and all these things that we've gotten in the Division 1 and 2 combined collectively to create a brand new experience in a whole new city with the Division 3. I know it's a lot to ask, and I know it's a lot to brainstorm and just try and process for just a second there, but I mean, the idea of getting survival again, I mean, it makes me extremely excited on the idea that I could sit there and say, hey, we haven't had survival since the Division 1. Yes, I've loaded up the game time and time again just to go ahead and play it again, stream it and have fun, go take down them hunters in one shots of the M44 and move on with my life, right? But imagine them bringing survival back in the Division 3 and have it be something so unique that it's not quite battle royale, but it supports up to 20 something players, and it's played across multiple platforms, some playing on PC and ultra wide, some playing on Xbox Series X and 4K 60 FPS on their TV, whatever it may be, and everyone getting to experience and play this wonderful game together. I mean, I'm totally on board. And I can only hope and pray that when the time comes, we will actually get the Division 3 that everyone's hoping for, and not just a continuation of the Division 2 with the same system, same model. Because as far as I'm concerned, what did they do with the first game? Everything that they came up with in like TU7, TU8, a lot of things that people liked, a lot of it got scrapped, right? And the Division 2 was born, and now it kind of seems like a lot of that stuff is coming back. And if we try and do and rinse and repeat that same cycle again for the third time, it's just only going to piss the entire player community off. I mean, what else can you do? Anywho, I want a Division 3. I don't want stuff to be ported on over to next gen platforms. And I want to see the next generation of the Division really thrive more than ever before. And I think they have a golden opportunity to make this happen if all of this stuff really does indeed come true, and they actually put a lot of their development team into the early ideas of trying to make the ultimate end game that we were promised in the Division 2 part of the Division 3. Anyways, guys, I know this is short. I know this is kind of sweet and kind of like right there in the middle, but I'm going to go ahead and just stop here for just a second to talk to you about, first of all this that's going on, right? There's a whole lot of me on the screen right now. You're watching me in 21:9, and there's no gameplay. There's no overlay. There's no nothing. It's just me talking my head off at you guys. And that's the kind of player discussion, community engagement that I want to go ahead and try and push forward with you guys when it comes to making my videos. I don't want to sit here and have to worry about trying to cut up 15, 30 minutes of gameplay to give you 10 minutes of footage. I don't want to do it anymore. It's a waste of time. I don't have the time for it. So based on what I have going on in my life right now, and how much time that I have to go ahead and sit in front of this camera and in front of this microphone and just blabber away, trying to get this on YouTube and then of course on all the podcast sites and everything else, I'm kind of limited on my amount of time that I have. So I have to make do with what I have. And I believe as the production keeps moving forward and my content keeps getting better, and maybe I could start collabing with other people and try and actually move this on over to Discord and not just have it simply be me, then it will turn into something unique, different, and hopefully something that you guys will love and want to support, and so on and so forth. And we're just going to keep pushing forward, guys. But until then, be sure to go ahead and drop a like if you haven't already. Sub if you're brand new to the channel. If you're interested in supporting everything that I do, there's a link down to become a YouTube member here right in the description, or you can hit the big blue join button, whatever you want to do. And yeah, I think I'm going to just say thank you, because it's been a long road that we've been doing a lot of different things on this channel. And I think I've tried something like this in the past, and I've been very afraid to just go ahead and jump with both feet in and right at the beginning to try and make it happen. I think it's been about a week now that I've really been brainstorming everything. And now that I'm actually trying to put it all together, it's still very much a work in progress, but you guys are working with me each and every step of the way. So thank you to all of you that have been here since the 2013 days. Thank you. And to everyone who may have shown up in the past 5 minutes, I love you. I appreciate you. I do this because it's a hobby, and I really enjoy just sitting in front of this stuff, making content, talking about video games and playing them, and just getting to share a passion with all of you. So Until next time, guys, thank you, and I'm signing out. Peace.